time of year. It's Christmas! I get so excited this time of year. There's lights and decorations, and we get to spend time with the people that we love. It is the best time of year. And here in Party Town, we are going to be talking all month long about Christmas. And we're going to be celebrating God's greatest gift, Jesus. You know, Christmas can be big and fancy, and it can be lights and all kinds of colors, but we need to remember, it's simple too. It's all about Jesus, and Jesus is the greatest gift that we've ever received. Speaking of gifts, I think Mr. Lego has a gift for us. Let's go see what he has. Hey, Mr. Lego. Don't mind if I do. Oh, look at this! Mr. Lego has a stocking, and I know why. This is a hint to the game that we're going to be playing today. And we need some helpers today to play our game, and we have two friends who are going to join us on stage to play our game for you guys. You guys put your hands together and welcome Juliana and Logan. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. All right, we're going to be playing a game called Christmas Stocking Matchup. All right, let me get the board. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. We have all these stockings, and behind each stocking is a picture of something that you typically find at Christmas. What you guys need to do is reveal the pictures one at a time and see if you can match. And the person ending up with the most stockings at the end wins. Now, kids at home, if you guys are in kindergarten or first grade, Logan's going to be playing for you guys, so cheer on Logan.
Yeah, cheer me on.
And if you're in second grade or third grade, Juliana is going to be playing for you, so let's hear it for Juliana. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
We flipped a coin, and Logan gets to go first. Okay, Logan, match those stockings. Logan got a candy cane. Just flip it. Wow! Logan got a match on his first try. Very good. Okay. Juliana? Oh,
Logan gets to go
Logan
again.
gets to go again.
Oh, yeah. Alright, the angel.
That's an angel. Oh, and the baby Jesus. Not a match. All right, Juliana, your turn. The shepherds. And a Christmas tree. Not a match. All right, Logan, your turn. Uh-oh. A Christmas tree. Does Logan remember where that was? He does. Woo! All right, kindergarten and first grade, you have two. All right, Logan gets to go again. That's a snowflake. And a star, not a match. All right, Juliana, let's go second and third grade. The baby Jesus. Uh-oh. Will Juliana remember where is the baby Jesus?
Oh.
Yes, she has a match. All right, Juliana gets to go again. It's a snowflake and a snowflake. Woo! All right, score is tied 2-2. Juliana gets to go again. It's angels. And angels. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Juliana has 3 stockings for second and third grade. All right, she gets to go again, and it's a present. No way!
Yeah, second, third graders.
Woo! Okay, uh-oh. Can she complete the board? It's a star. And a star! Oh no, Juliana's running away with it. Okay, second and third grade, you guys are doing well.
Let's see, will we win?
It's shepherds! And more shepherds! Woo! All right, congratulations! Second and third grade, Juliana, nice job. Logan, thanks for playing. You guys are awesome. All right, get on your feet and get ready to worship.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Joy to the world. The Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ. While fields and floods, rocks, hills and plain repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sounding. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Keep them bells ringing. Keep them bells ringing. Keep them bells ringing. Yeah. Keep them bells ringing. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. He is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 6.
Jess stared out the window at the ice beating down. Every holiday plan for the weekend had been canceled. And to top it off, the school had just released Jess's most recent grades.
A D in language arts? What happened, Jess?
I don't know.
You're such a good storyteller.
I can't make all the words work out when I try to write it down. Can I go play Mindstorm?
Hun, you need to read for an hour first.
An hour? I thought it was 30 minutes.
Your teacher and I talked. We think a little more reading time will help.
Jess glared.
I don't have anything to read.
You've got an entire bookshelf in your room.
Those are little kid books.
Then look at Emma's bookshelf.
Emma was Jess's older sister, already in high school.
Fine, whatever.
Jess stalked upstairs to Emma's room, peeked inside. The room was empty, but everything was neatly organized. Emma had even done all of the colorful artwork on her own walls.
Miss Perfect.
Jess sighed. Everything seemed to come easily to Emma. Writing, math, friends, life.
I'll probably be stuck in 5th grade for the rest of my life.
Jess stood in front of Emma's bookshelf, running her finger over the thick spines. At last, a swirl of color on the bottom shelf caught her eye.
Comic book Bible. Huh.
Jess thumped down onto the floor and pulled the book off the shelf. She flipped it open, and color exploded off the page.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
The images of creation were vivid and detailed, as if she were right there.
Pretty cool.
Jess found herself drawn into the familiar stories, seeing and hearing them in a brand new way. Moses and the Red Sea, the fall of Jericho, David and Goliath, Esther boldly approaching the king, David's incredible poetry in the Psalms.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
After the Psalms, though, Jess paged into unfamiliar territory.
Isn't Daniel in the lion's den around here somewhere? Who's this guy?
Jess stared at a man with a long white beard, using a quill to scribble on a scroll.
A child will be born to us, a son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Advisor and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever, and Prince who brings peace.
Hey! Jess nearly dropped the book. She glanced up to see Emma standing in the doorway.
What are you doing in my room?
Mom said I could pick a book.
Well, ask next time, okay?
I didn't touch anything.
Okay, it's fine.
Emma settled down on the floor beside Jess and took a look at the book.
Aunt Chris gave me this book when I started high school.
It's pretty cool. I mean, until this part. It's kind of hard to make a guy writing a letter exciting.
Jess pointed out Mr. Whitebeard.
Oh, you mean Isaiah?
Who's he talking about? Jesus?
Yeah, but it's way more amazing when you look at the big picture. You see, God's people were in big trouble. Over and over, the Israelites promised to love and obey God. And then every single time, they turned their backs on him.
Turned their backs? Like how?
Well, they'd start praying to false gods like other nations around them, trying to do things their own way. So, God allowed them to be captured by other nations.
Emma flipped back, showing images of battles, powerful foreign kings, groups of captives.
The Israelites got in really big trouble. Things looked hopeless.
So God just ditched them?
No way. Every single time, God showed he was still with them. He sent kings who loved God like David and Solomon and Josiah. And he sent prophets like Elijah and Isaiah to speak God's truth and hope to the people.
Even though they totally messed up.
Yep. Through it all, God promised that he was going to send someone who would rescue them forever.
Jess flipped back to Isaiah and read slowly.
A child will be born to us, a son will be given to us. He will rule over us.
That's only one prophecy. There are hundreds of prophecies in the Old Testament that talk about Jesus coming.
Jess nodded, trying to take it in.
That's a lot of promises.
And God came through. The Israelites had to wait a long time, but God kept every single one of those promises when he sent Jesus to live on earth.
His very own son.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem and all that. You can take the book if you want.
Emma tapped the comic book Bible. Jess smiled.
Does God promise that I'll get a better grade in language arts?
No, but he does promise to be with you and give you the patience and courage you need to keep working on it.
They both listened to the ice rattling against the window.
Hey, you want to play Mindstorm?
Sure, just let me read a little more first.
Emma gave a thumbs up, and Jess settled back down to keep reading. She paged forward to the book of Luke, eager to see for herself again how God had delivered on his promise to send a savior.
I think it's so cool that God promised us a Savior, and he kept that promise. Because God kept his promises in the past, we can have hope that he will keep his promises in the future. And that's what God is. He is a promise keeper. So that's our bottom line for this week. is that we can have hope because God keeps his promises. Now, this year, it's been a little difficult. It hasn't been a year like any other. It's been boring sometimes and a little scary and really weird sometimes. But when we feel that way and we feel like things are uncertain or we get a little nervous or anxious, we can have hope because we know God keeps his promises. So let's look at our Bible verse for the month. Our Bible verse comes from the book of Isaiah, and it says, "A child will be born to us. A son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Advisor and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever and Prince who brings peace." And that's from Isaiah 9, verse 6. So I want you guys to remember that. And remember that all month long we are celebrating Christmas about God's greatest gift to us, Jesus. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see